You fell for a dangerous man, but your possessive best friend was obsessed with you. Author point of view. Jan, I want to go to club party. You declared, looking at your friends. James, oh, but my dear lady, we have only one pass free. So those who are single can avail the chance. Jan, I am single. Leela, but your one friend always leeches to you like he is your boyfriend. Mia, Jungkook, you made a face like you will throw up. JK, I am right here. Neil, and why are you here? Where is your new girlfriend? JK, who cares? But you are not going to any club, Jan. He always acts so protective for you, threatening you that he will complain to your parents who live abroad. Jan, but I really want to go. You whined, but he shrugged. Leela, let's go to class before Mr. Paul arrived. You hung around Jungkook, trying to convince him. Jan, please. JK, no means no. Pulling him a little towards yourself, you, his cheek. Jan, you are the best friend, please. He was staring at your face when a girl pushed you out of the way. Crystal, come on, girl. How can you do someone else's boyfriend? With a frown, you left the classroom, following by your friends. Crystal, she has no shame. Ah, she yelped when Jungkook pulled her hairs and stared into her widened eyes. JK, dare to do that again, and I will. Everyone, he looked wild and she scared for her life. Fuming in anger, you pushed open the door and stepped in like a storm and hit a hard rock which stumbled back to floor along with you. It took you seconds to realize just what happened. You were laying very handsome man whose mesmerizing eyes were stuck onto yours. You wished to touch that perfectly angled face that worked like a spell on you. Ta, will you get up? His deep voice sent you chills, and your heart rate quickened that you were sure he could feel that. Then your dumb mind registered his words, but still you didn't want to move away. Mia, someone pull her. To your dismay, Neil grabbed the back of your hoodie and pulled you on your feet. Me, Leela, you were drooling over him. James, sorry bro, you must be Taehyung, new transfer. He gave hand to Taehyung, which he took after nodding. Mr. Paul, take your seats everyone. Avoiding his stares, you walked past him. Everyone was seated, but he stood there as the teacher gave his introduction. Mr. Paul, Taehyung, sit beside Xian, the empty seat in third row. You stiffed when you saw him coming to you. He sat down, and you felt the warmness he was radiating. 10 minutes passed, and Jungkook stepped in. Mr. Paul, you are late, Mr. John. JK, is that a problem? But his face contorted when he saw Taehyung sitting near you, as that was his reserved place. In a few moments he was there. JK, what are you doing here? This is my place. Didn't you tell him, Jan? You looked at your teacher and then at him. Jan, don't make a fuss over this now. Sit somewhere else. Da, are you two dating? Jan, no. Taehyung raised a brow at your quick response, but still moved to another place. Jungkook sat down and glared at you. JK, did he say something? You didn't answer, as the professor was passing you warnings. The lecture was at the end when Jungkook poked his pen in your arm. JK, I asked you something. Shan, can you just shut up? Mr. Paul, Miss Yan, help our new student to get a brief round of uni. You glanced at Taehyung, who was already looking at you. Mr. Paul, you will not have any problem, as your marks don't allow you to object. Come on, in front of the whole class? That was embarrassing. You nodded and he left. Jungkook held your wrist when you stood to leave. JK, you don't need to do that. Yan, so that Paul just failed me in exams? JK, he will not. Jan, let go before your crystal gets offended. He did, and you saw you walking towards exit, where Taehyung was waiting for you. You saw how other girls were digging holes into you as you were with a new handsome man, boy of campus. Ah, seems like your boyfriend has a problem with me. He is not my boyfriend. You turned on your heels and gasped. He was so close that your nose was brushing against his cotton shirt. You looked up and found his eyes fixed on you. Da, so the place is free. Can I try? Jan, huh? He leaned and your heart thudded in your ribs. Da, you are very beautiful, Jan. Your mouth went dry when his lips grazed. He was gone while you were still with heated face and uneven breathing. Leela, what was that? You flinched at her entry. Jan, what? James, Jungkook will throw a fit if he hear about this. Jan, just don't tell him then. Nile, I'm fed up of his over possessiveness. Mia, he is caring and a little aggressive. Little, Leah, whatever. We will go to club. Jungkook had paid for all of us. James, what? Really? All of you left early. You entered inside with Mia and Leela. James, Nile and Jungkook were already there. The closeness and touch of Taehyung was still hovered over your mind. Jungkook took in your dress code when you approached them. JK, when did you buy this? Isn't it too revealing? Shan, I am not gonna talk to you. He rolled his eyes. A boy offered you a dance and backed away when Jungkook showed him clears. Jan, just go with your crystal. He pulled back the glass that you took. You frowned. JK, don't you think like you can drink? Jan, don't act like you are my boyfriend. You smashed, snarled, and he pulled you. JK, boyfriend? Seems like you want one, huh? His warm breathing hit your face as he locked his arms around you. Jan, impossible. Because of you, no one comes near me. You spat sternly and tried to remove his hands. JK, then why don't we? A cold feeling surrounded your whole body, and you felt familiar tingling. Jungkook pressed his lips and you wondered if he felt the same too. Looking above your shoulder, his orbs darkened. JK, wait here. He darkly ordered and lost in the crowd. After a few minutes, you and that was your first experience. Ignoring Jungkook's warning, you moved to dance floor where your friends were already enjoying. Your breath stuck in your throat when your eyes met with him. Beautiful, Sean, you. Maybe that was because of what you drank. You moved closer to him, and his hand, he rose inside you. You saw him smirking darkly, but couldn't back away. Da, were you wishing to see me, Sean? Yes. Your hand crawled to back of his neck and engulfed into his hairs. Da, so I came. His eyes lingered on your lips, and his grip tightened. While leaning, he tilted his head. World around you stopped when taste of your lip and the drink you were having earlier made him groan, and he squeezed. When you separated, your lip gloss was gone and your cheeks were tinted. His greedy eyes hissed your breath. Da, no doubt, anyone can break the rules for you. Your heartbeat quickened when he hit his face. His breath fanned your neck. Jan, Taehyung, your legs wobbled and you were standing only with his grip. Taehyung was taken aback when suddenly someone pulled him away. The force hit him on the wall, then he fell down with a thud. He looked up and grinned, staring at Jungkook, who was boiling in anger, his chest rising and falling due to his fast breathing. JK, You crossed the limits. Ta, look who is talking about limits. With a dark chuckle, Taehyung ran to him like air and stopped after crossing him. Jungkook's face showed shock and then pain. He looked down and his stomach was. Ta, you didn't expect that, right? Jungkook faced him and then strode to him. He lifted Taehyung and threw him towards the bar. Bottles shattered and the liquid wet his clothes. Some shards pierced into him. JK, why you came? Taehyung attacked him, but he again punched him away. To stop you, as you know, you are not allowed to love. Jungkook was losing, but nothing could affect him at the moment. JK, I did not. Taehyung's face cracked in a dark smile. Then I can with Yan, right? Jungkook jumped at him, but he was too fast and smashed him up to the ceiling. All the lights were blinking. JK, she is mine. Don't you dare to touch her. Impact was so strong that when Jungkook fell back to floor, he couldn't stand again. Shaking in a pain, he yelled at Taehyung, who was now leaving. I will do anything to stop you. To be continued. Thanks for watching. It will be a story with need your support and love. Thanks a lot. Love you all.